Assalamualaikum guys, ketemu lagi bersama kami di Subarang Channel. Baiklah, di video kali ini kita akan mencoba membahas video tentang tak terima Indonesia dihina netizen Brazil, para bule ini membela Indonesia. Langsung saja guys, seperti apa keseluruhan videonya, yuk kita saksikan.
A Brazilian tourist has fallen off Mount Rinjani at like 5 a.m. and honestly the news is like sent shivers down my spine.
Even if people complain the tour guides all they want and they say, oh, but everywhere in Lombok and then everywhere in Indonesia you see advertisements, hike Rinjani, hike Rinjani, hike Rinjani. But it's your job to research things yourself, because most of the time if you do any high-risk activity anywhere in the world, especially in the Western world, if that's what we're talking about, Western standards, you're going to have to sign something that says that they're not responsible for your life. You are. You're also not supposed to hike if you're not prepared to hike. That's just how hiking works. Accountability matters. It's extremely cloudy up there. If we're coming back to Rinjani, to cycle back to it one more time, it's extremely cloudy, very hard to send helicopters in. Nobody can go down that to retrieve somebody. If they send a rope down, there's no way for them to grip in because they're on sand. There's so many circumstances. So to repetitively disrespect the extremely skilled team that tried to rescue her is not necessary to honor her life.
And if you're watching this and think about doing Mount Rinjani, only if you're an experienced climber should you be doing it really. Like, don't do what we did and think, how hard can it be? Just take the risks into account and
Kasus jatuhnya pendaki asal Brasil, Juliana, di Gunung Rinjani baru-baru ini menarik perhatian publik internasional. Banyak netizen asing, khususnya dari Brasil, melayangkan kritik terhadap tim SAR Indonesia karena dianggap lambat dalam proses evakuasi. Namun, seorang turis asing yang pernah mendaki Rinjani justru memberikan pembelaan. Ia menjelaskan bahwa Gunung Rinjani merupakan salah satu gunung berapi aktif tertinggi di Indonesia dengan medan yang berat dan ekstrim. Menurutnya, siapapun yang belum berpengalaman sebaiknya tidak mencoba mendaki tanpa persiapan matang. Ia juga membela tim SAR Indonesia yang bekerja keras mengevakuasi Juliana di medan sulit. Kritik dari luar, menurutnya, datang dari mereka yang belum memahami kondisi lapangan secara langsung. Seorang wisatawan asing membagikan kembali kisah perjalanannya mendaki Gunung Rinjani setahun yang lalu. Pengalamannya ini menjadi relevan setelah muncul kabar jatuhnya seorang turis asal Brasil saat mendaki di jalur yang sama. Ia merasa perlu memberikan perspektif pribadi sebagai seseorang yang pernah melewati jalur ekstrem tersebut.
just seen that a Brazilian tourist
netizen Brazil
Mount Rinjani at like 5
asal
a.m.
ngucat
The
aja.
news has like sent shivers down my spine because me and Gaz did that hike. I think it was summer last year.
Mental, wasn't it? It was like next level dangerous. I swear there was like hundreds of people doing it, and like we turned around because we didn't feel safe.
Yeah.
Loads of people were like, what are you doing? Just keep going. And it was like so windy on
It was
top
so
of the ridge.
cold. It was like the coldest. I felt like I couldn't think straight because I was so cold. Obviously the altitude, like no one even talks about altitude sickness with that hike. You're so high up. It's like 3,500 meters above sea level. Like the altitudes, the cold. You've already hiked what 7 hours the day before, and you get up at 1 a.m. to do the summit hike, which is another 4 hours up a steep incline in the dark. No one's thinking clearly.
I think if you're a professional climber listening to this, you'll be like, oh yeah, that's normal. It is normal for professional climbers, but this was essentially just like a load of backpackers and tourists wearing trainers doing it.
Yeah, and I think like when we did it, we were like, why is there not more information out there saying like how hard it is? Because all you ever see online is just all these people summiting Mount Rinjani. So when we watched all of these videos on YouTube and we did our research, we were like, they look like us, we'll give it a go. And then obviously it puts your life at risk when you do stuff like that because you don't realise how dangerous it is. There should be more.
Just to show though, if when you're backpacking, if you don't feel comfortable doing something, just turn around and don't do it, because yeah, the safety's not always there, is it?
No, it's just so scary. I feel like, I just really hope she's found safe and like thoughts with her family, because when I saw that I just felt sick. I just knew exactly what it would be like to fall down. Just a horrible, horrible news story. And if you're watching this and think about doing Mount Rinjani, only if you're an experienced climber should you be doing it really. Like, don't do what we did and think, how hard can it be? Just take the risks into account and yeah.
Dari pengalamannya, bule ini menegaskan bahwa Gunung Rinjani bukanlah jalur pendakian yang cocok untuk pemula atau wisatawan yang hanya sekadar coba-coba. Ia dan rekannya bahkan memutuskan untuk tidak melanjutkan pendakian karena merasa kondisi terlalu berbahaya. Cuaca dingin ekstrim, angin kencang, dan medan curam yang harus dilalui dalam kegelapan sebelum fajar. Ia mengkritisi minimnya informasi publik tentang resiko sesungguhnya mendaki Rinjani. Menurutnya, terlalu banyak konten di media sosial yang menggambarkan pendakian ini sebagai sesuatu yang mudah, padahal kenyataannya sangat menguras fisik dan mental. Ia juga menyoroti pentingnya kesadaran akan bahaya altitude sickness yang jarang dibicarakan. Seorang wisatawan asing mengingatkan siapapun yang ingin mendaki Gunung Rinjani untuk benar-benar mempertimbangkan kemampuan fisik dan pengalaman mereka. Jika tidak memiliki latar belakang mendaki gunung ekstrim, sebaiknya urungkan niat atau persiapkan diri jauh lebih serius. Karena baginya, keselamatan jauh lebih penting daripada sekadar pencapaian puncak. Seorang wisatawan asing yang telah menetap di Indonesia selama 6 tahun merasa tergugah untuk memberikan tanggapannya atas insiden tragis yang menimpa seorang pendaki asal Brasil, Juliana, yang terjatuh di Gunung Rinjani. Video ini merupakan refleksi dari pengalaman pribadinya serta keprihatinan terhadap banyaknya tudingan terhadap tim penyelamat Indonesia.
For days, my entire For You page has been about the tragedy that happened on Rinjani and the woman from Brazil, Juliana, who passed away because she fell into, I believe, the crater, or where all of the sand is on the top, all of the volcanic sand. And she wasn't able to be retrieved, and there's a lot of blame being put on the rescue team without considering the circumstances of Rinjani and the terrain and the difficulty of completing a rescue mission on an active volcano and how nearly impossible that can be. Combined with her clear lack of hiking skill, and this is by no means to disrespect her, it's really, really crucial as a tourist that if you choose to do a hike, even if you know, people complain the tour guides all they want, and they say, oh, but everywhere in Lombok and everywhere in Indonesia you see